Welcome. It is the Rainbow Wizard, and this reading here is a special reading for twin flames. I don't often do these readings, and the reason for that it is because I only will do these readings when I get a true calling to do that. Usually it happens when I'm in balance, right? When I've had a good rest, because it's more about channeling in the messages that is from the outside, which requires a certain peace. Of course, I can do it otherwise, but I tend not to. For me, I find that twin flame readings are very spiritual and it requires a certain peace. And interestingly enough, it's leading up to I'm continuing there is a mediumship learning that I'm going through, so it's actually happening near near this, so it makes sense here where you're connecting with spirits like angels. And it's not something really I do all the time. I find normally with when I do readings, tarot is more of a day-to-day advice and picking up energies. Twin flame readings are, anyway, from my side, a lot deeper when I do them. And as I was starting today's readings, I did see 111 on the clock, and also I have this major arcana deck. These are large, extra large, and they are I just pulled out two, but it was immediately the Emperor and the Empress, so looking towards one another. So this is a time where you will listen to your intuition, or advise to listen to your intuition, and also looking into what is it that you are have gained from this twin flame journey so far, right? Do you even want to look at the twin flame journey? There are so many mixed emotions for anybody on a twin flame journey, because nobody wants to go through pain. That will be said that, oh, I wish I never had a twin flame journey to encounter, right? Nobody wants to be ghosted and this kind of stuff. So, but there is never been one, whenever in the history has anybody achieved success and enlightenment and come out at a better place than when experiencing pain. No one. Everybody will always be successful. It is the cycle of life here, but that's another topic, all right? Here, I'm picking up very strong messages of reunion, reconciliation, but also reconciliation with yourself, coming into your true power. So let's start your main spread here and see what is in store for you. I will continue to look at the Emperor and the Empress, but they are taking up too much space. So, or maybe we can do this. We'll put them in the middle. So let's see. Now, there is also a major shift I understand is happening in the astrology around the 20th. So look that date up. No, I don't walk around remembering all the facts about the planets and their positions. I read it and I find it interesting, but I don't remember it. But I know we are moving into Gemini season. There's a major shift going on. Now you could be dealing with someone that has Aries in their chart, but don't need to be. You could have Virgo in your chart as well. So, spirits, what you want to share about this twin flame journey? The world, yeah. Both of you have closed a major chapter, major cycle. It just means that there is something in your life that have ended, and underneath the deck, it's the Five of Swords. So maybe feeling conflicted about the journey. I see here that we're going to look into the divine masculine first. So they're walking away from what no longer serves them. Perhaps this person have been using tools, like misusing their tools. Okay, I'm going to have to move this. I don't know how that's going to look, but let's just go with this. They've been misusing their tools and they're walking away from that. Maybe a mask they were wearing. They could be walking away from a relationship or something they thought were their wish fulfillment. They're realizing here that as they look at what they've experienced and their trials and tribulations in relationships, potentially here, they see that they have gained some valuable tools by connecting with you. So they could come into a strong understanding what actually this twin flame journey or the meeting with you, divine feminine, have, what's the purpose, why, and they see the reason for it. And it's almost, I'm getting that they want to show you what they've learned. They could demonstrate to you, oh, look at me now. So that's for some of you. I see this person they've been repeating a lot, they've been through the ringer here. They've been repeating a lot that haven't really put them like to the place where they want to be. They actually are now seeing that, oh, cups have spilled, or they don't really want to be where they're at. They feel a bit empty. So when it comes to their feelings for you, they see that now they see that this connection it's the most balanced they like have felt is with you, and they connect with you. When they compare, it's always with you. It's always when they feel more balanced, they feel that they are gaining something, and they feel like they can give something. It's almost like you have the equal exchange of the value you give to each other and you take from each other. It's very balanced, and it's something that is being highlighted to this person at the moment. So picking up Sagittarius, Gemini, they could have that in their chart. Let's move into, I'm just going to pull these cards for you, and I will continue to clarify. So this is you, Divine Feminine. What is happening in your environment? There could be extra work. There is maybe a realization of doing things, feeling this material wealth or coming into material wealth. When it comes to your emotions, actually for you, Divine Feminine, you could be the one with Gemini in your chart. So you could be dealing with an Aries, but there could be something about like feeling stressed, dark night of the soul. It's like people, yeah, for you here, Divine Feminine, there's been something about self-sabotage maybe, or other people trying to interfere. And if you look at actually the Gemini reading, it's very good reading. It's like that's a chapter that is closing for you. It's where, because when you reach the Ten of Swords, and that's what came up as well in Gemini's reading, it's like that phase of that the worst is over. It's not going to be repeat itself, but it might feel like it. Maybe something is happening where you feel, oh gosh, there's no forward movement. I feel drained. There's not going to be an end to this exhaustion. Maybe I have to work too much without any result. There's something about you feeling drained because of it. Now, what has this twin flame journey got to do with that? It's always a link, especially for those of you that are following the twin flame journey. Even if you are not in contact with them, I am getting as well that it's like been more activity in a ghost town itself than in this union, right? So most of you can be like, what twin flame, you know? There is, it's like there's been a whole lot of more activity in an actual ghost town than an activity between the two of you. Now, there's going to be some bizarre events happening. I feel like bizarre, like suddenly the two of you are bumping into each other, or just like someone is coming out of nowhere. You're not waiting for them. They might not be waiting for you, or maybe they are waiting for you. I feel this person is the one that is spotting you somewhere, whether they are admitting they are seeing you or not. And as I said, that spotting you, seeing you somewhere, the Empress came up. So for those of you that are, I always will say with the gender, again, always say that you apply it to how it resonates. Unfortunately, the cards are heavily involved with the feminine for the, when we put that in the front seat, but it's never really intended that way. It's just the way it is. It's a bit like when you read a book, right? We read it this way, not backwards. If that makes sense. So what is happening in this person's environment at the moment with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands? Maybe this person have been striving to keep their wish fulfillment. They might be sort of saying, oh, I have this family that I'm proud of, or where I can do whatever I want. I have this family life where I can come and go as I please. And that's why a lot of people stay in their comfort zone. We all do. No one wants to be in a zone where we are not comfortable. But I see this person here. Yeah, there's a tower. It kept coming up. There is a tower moment and a shift in their life that is coming in suddenly. Yeah, there is here. We have confirmation, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles. So This person knows that something's come to an end. They know it. They know that it's not built on a stable foundation. They know it based on them wanting to take a leap towards you. They know it based on they cannot resist the feelings they have towards you and the pull to learn and the pull to be around you. They cannot resist that, because without you in their life, there is no learning, there is no evolvement, and then it's almost like whatever they have around them, it doesn't make any sense. So there is a shift. There's a shift from them looking at, okay, actually, I've been in a place, I don't want to be there anymore. This is a place I'm not evolving. And like they might have thought that it has to do with like attraction between two people, right? The attraction isn't there, or the fact that you don't get along or something like that, or you're from a different culture or just completely different. This person sees now that you are very similar. So as they see this spark, they know that they have to walk away to something that is uncertain. They got to take that chance. They don't really want to stay where they are, because there is this, they have to be brave. They have to be bold. They could go through a breakup with a Scorpio or Pisces. So it's, you could be Gemini, or you can reverse the roles, but these are the signs: Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio for the divine feminine. They don't know yet how to do it, but there is a sudden interruption in their life or in relationships, which is happening at the same time they see you. So for them, it's a sign. For them, they know that, okay, this was never meant to last. I was never meant to be in this relationship here. And it's happening out of the blue. Like, I mean, literally, this is happening out of the blue, and you could be so shocked even to see this twin flame of yours show up in your life, or even get the confirmation that this is your twin flame. You, again, for some of you, or many of you even, you have, like I said, yeah, like there's been more activity in a ghost town than there has been in this connection. So these bizarre chain of events here is, sorry, these cards are quite noisy. Let me shuffle them. Yeah, so taking this leap, the fool's journey, it's important as well. Now, this fool's journey here, there is some kind of, all right. Again, I'm seeing around you, divine feminine, is something going on in a workplace, and something that's going on with friction between people in an everyday life. Now, it doesn't always have to happen like in such a way that this person's actually, there is a love relationship coming to an end. For you, I feel it has to do with, yeah, okay, so this is something that you're releasing here. Okay. Either you are involved with a situation of a third party, someone knows that, okay, they will choose you and someone will make an appearance and they will speak their mind or something like that. Or this has to do with your, it's like your money, you are looking for a better income. You feel that there isn't enough, you're not getting enough for what you do. There is a higher learning. There is you going through some difficulties as well. There is something that you are releasing here, divine feminines. I'm going to pull a few more cards here. So with the Five of Swords, please, Five of Swords. Okay, there is someone around you that's very jealous. Yeah, there is someone around you that's very jealous. Three of Swords, please. Yeah. Okay, pretty much that's what it is. A jealous person. We could have, we have confirmation, Queen of Wands underneath the deck. Someone that is trying to force attention. So have a look in your environment, close environment. There is someone that is narcissistic. There is someone that is, see how they are, there's someone here that always wants attention on them. See how they are like, well, they look like they are painting, doing something, but it's something about the way that flower is placed. It's a bit cultish, don't you think? It's a bit like someone wants control here. Someone is like wanting to keep that control, keep people drained. So I see for most of you here, divine feminines, actually this twin flame reconciliation or connecting with them again, they will leave a relationship, but you are going to relieve a workplace or family dynamic or friendship, something that has been holding you back, and that maybe this person, they will protect you, you will protect them. Together you will have this new beginning. There could have been forces against this connection here showing up with this very sort of strong energy. But as you have healed here, as you have healed from this energy, and you're not so affected, but you might see the last part of like someone trying to be, it's like very forceful here, very, it's like, no, give to me, I'm giving less back. You could work hard, but someone could control your money, right? It's like trying to convince you that you are not, I just see 11:44 on the clock. So someone could be around you trying to, it's like, tell you that, oh, you are not worth more, you cannot make more money. And this is someone that have conditioned your mind, very dangerous person here, someone that is making, they control people by sort of constantly spewing out, saying you are so lucky to have this money. Oh my God, it's so difficult to make money. Someone that keeps saying that, all right? So yeah, that's obviously very toxic. Yeah, so you have this situation around you and you're seeing it very clearly. And I feel that the two of you are going to experience some bizarre events, how you will reunite. You might even think that, I need to check if the video is rolling here. Yeah. So just so I didn't stop. You might find that you will come into contact with this person, not where you thought you would. So let's say if you feel you have to check certain your messages, or you have to, it's almost like, and now I need to download WhatsApp, or I have to download Facebook, or I have to check my messages, or I have to do this, to do that. It's saying here, this person will find you where you are at. This connection don't require, they will find you. This person, you remember that this twin flame journey is a journey, and with the manifestation and the healing and taking the action individually towards where you're meant to be is how you will be together. There is someone here that has to go through the dark night of the soul, go through it. And actually you don't want to be connected with, whether it's you or them or both. It's something about going through the dark night of the soul. You need to go that pathway alone. You need to cross that bridge alone. See, maybe these two have come over the bridge. Maybe they're going over the bridge that they know they will separate. So I feel here that there is a lot of confirmation that the two of you, this twin flame journey, there is a significant change that you have to do. You cannot come together before this significant change have happened. It can be moving country, it can be moving jobs. It's something you have to let go, that these people or this environment is sucking the energy out of the other person, whether it's you or them. So you cannot be together. You cannot evolve. Most importantly, it isn't about the 3D. Of course, that matters. But this is when you release that part, that devil that has taken up so much space, when they release this unstable foundation, of course, they have more time to think of themselves and to grow versus being stuck in that situation. So this is a choice that is being made here. Someone could have Pisces in their chart. So there is a choice, a decision, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Star, the Magician. It's like, don't be afraid to go through the valley with the moon. Don't be afraid. That's the sequence. The devil and the moon is actually the sequence to go through to get to, the beginning here. It's a very important step to go through the transformation. So yeah, very powerful energies. Now the two of you are so strong. So this person here, I feel they are going through this dark alley. They have to release themselves from as a way of being. They can no longer be that same person. And for you, it has something to do with money. either overworking or someone's overworking you. An organization could be taking too much. You know who is doing that, I feel. Twin flames. So as you release yourself here, there is this bizarre chain of events where you will find each other, and you will know the time is right. The time is and you also know that the two of you are meant to be together and create something. You are meant to. It's not about only the love making with the lovers and the, you know, all the blissful things we want to, where we want to see ourselves. It's actually about what you will create together, but you will retreat. There is a false person, reconciliation, retreat. There's a heart-to-heart conversation, flirt, romantic feelings, right? Forgiving and learning. So there has been people in their way. There's codependency, right? Walking away from that divine timing. So you see here, when you're strong enough, marriage, when you are strong enough, and when you see the people that is sabotaging, you will know. And even though it seems like, oh, if this person wasn't here, they, you know, we will be happily together. It's about choosing not to let that interfere. It's always a choice, but to choose, our mind has to be in the right place. That's why healing is happening. That's why our world is changing constantly when healing, even if we are in the same place. You can sit at the same table, be in the same room, but your mind is what is going through this self-discovery and learning, and how you react to situation, even from the same room. So this is what is happening here. So it's quite incredible. And the two of you coming together, you will know that you were not ready before. There could have been, again, a lot of stress and like you enjoyed each other's company. I see that two people here have always been admiring each other, always wanting to be together, but you were not in the right place. It had to release that part of you that is holding you back, because this twin flame union have a lot of responsibility. And it's not always about the big moments. It's not always about, you see them walking down the street, and maybe that was a big moment for you before. The big moment was you seeing a message from them. The big moment was them liking your post. The big moment was them coming up to you somewhere. But now that is not the big moment. The big moment is you releasing all the pain that is holding you back, for them releasing that as well, and for two people to feel so whole by themselves that they don't miss each other, that they don't need each other, that they feel so happy, so enlightened, so free by being in your own company. That is when the big moment happen, actually, is when you fulfill and complete each other. But it's not going to feel that different, because if you imagine if you are whole by yourself, you truly know what that means when you get there to that destination. The experience you have when you start a world around trip and who you are at the end of it is impossible to be the same person through that journey. You might look exactly the same if you want to, but you will go through a journey. There, you will see things through a different lens always. But I would say again, this is quite spectacular. This is light-hearted energy. This is heart to heart. This is very strong reconciliation. This is two people retreating. This is two people treating each other obviously with respect and kindness here. This is two people also saying that, okay, maybe it's also about two people saying, oh gosh, I let myself being in this crazy relationship. I see now I should have left, or I let myself being in this crazy community. I should have left, right? So there was a belief system you both subscribed to that you kept. So it's also about not blaming just other people. It's about taking the responsibility, the accountability, and say, I stay there. I made the choice. I am not a victim. I could have walked away, but I chose to stay there for whatever reason. And now I'm walking away. Now I am freeing myself from that. So being a victim mentality as well is not serving anyone. It's two people coming together, feeling whole, feeling neutral as well, feeling powerful, knowing what are your tools, what are your skills, knowing how to love, knowing how to make another person happy, knowing what you have to give and what you want in return. So this last chapter where you are going through that, it might even seem like, oh, this is, and I think particularly on your end, Divine Feminine, you're going to release yourself from a wrath of something here, a wrath. But it's saying here, you have seen someone squeeze you for a while. You've seen it happen to others. You might be very strong in maneuvering yourself around the situation, but now it's time for you to use your strength elsewhere. You are strong enough to endure it, and you are strong enough to go walk away as well here, because the new beginning is here for you. There is something that is blocking you, and you will release this block, and you will stop giving to someone that is never giving you anything back and start giving to yourself instead. But it requires a big, bold move here. But again, something incredible is happening, and I have been witnessing it today. All right, there is a lot of signs around it, and you might feel this. And I would say, if you don't feel it, if you feel that, again, I will always say, this sounds like very, very far out for me, this seems like something ridiculous, I don't really resonate with it, I actually can't stand my twin flame, then I would always say, just don't, like, kind of ignore the reading and look at more of the individual signs, because it's more of an everyday situation that comes up. But this here is definitely about the last step in the twin flame journey, where you're releasing what you cannot bring into the union, and where you are, for majority of you are actually going to release that, and that's why you are coming into union. I would say within the season of Gemini is looking, it's looking when it comes like that, when it comes to the time. Thank you for watching. Do like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a wonderful week ahead.